Power fans, we are back. It is season 6, the final season, the final betrayal. Power Starz. I'm Emmanuel, and we're about to get into this episode 1 premiere review. Now, I got to go to the premiere earlier this week. They gave out these little towel things. So let me know which team you're on. We got Team Ghost right here versus Team Tommy. So which team you repping? Let me know. But anyway, we saw a lot this episode. Man. A lot went on. They cleared up a certain situation really quickly, which was a good look. We didn't need to drag that on. So let's get right into it and just talk about some random happenings. So first we got to get into that new opening featuring Trey Songz. Like, that opening is whack. It's just whack. That old opening with Joe, once that came on, it had you hyped for the entire episode. That was a part of the overall lore of the show. That opening was just classic. But this one is too slow. So I'm not really feeling this one at all, and it's gonna hurt the episodes because you be rapping and singing along to that old one whenever that one come on. So they need to switch that one back, definitely. So we open season 6 to Ghost. He just rode in the ambulance with Angela to the hospital. She took a bullet to the chest, courtesy of Tommy. And so we find out that Angela Valdes is dead. She's dead. So they didn't drag that out. They just let us know right away that she's dead. You know, it was time for her to go. She was Angie. She been pissing off a lot of people, so it was time for her to go. Sorry to you Angie fans out there, but she dead. She gone. You know. Team Tasha all day. So so we find out that, you know, Tommy, we know for certain now that Tommy was really aiming for Ghost with that bullet. There's no guessing with that. He was aiming for Ghost, which that's the real turning point in their whole relationship. And we see that Tommy is real determined to kill Ghost. He's like, for that whole Teresi situation, Tommy is, you know, he's done with Ghost. And after we see that Angela is dead, Ghost feels the same. So now we have two of them with one goal in mind. They trying to kill the other. So this is the final betrayal, the huge conflict with these two best friends who just been riding with each other from the very beginning. No matter what situation they went through, you know, they had their spats throughout the entire series, and they've come back together, even when it looked like they wouldn't come back together. But now it's on. It's on with these two. So Tommy goes to see Tasha because he wants an alibi for during Angela's whole murder. And he lets Tasha know that he was aiming for Ghost and everything. Tasha is mad at Ghost, but she's in a weird situation too where that's the father of her kids. So she can't really be down with somebody else killing Ghost. So she's trying to play mediator again between them, and she got love for Tommy too, but Ghost is the father of her kids, so she can't just let Tommy kill him. So that's a whole nother layer to the situation. And she told Tommy, you took a shot at the devil and you missed. So now it's on. the whole agency is in shambles. They lost Sandoval, they lost Greg, they lost Angela. Now the other lady, she was fired. So Tamika, so now they basically starting over, and Saxe is on a rampage. Now he really wants. He's just obsessed with James St. Patrick. Still, like it's always somebody new obsessed with him. Now he took over Greg's spot, and now Saxe, he wants an autopsy to determine the cause of Angela's death, because he's convinced that James killed her. Paz is not really down for it in the beginning, because she's still mad her sister's gone, and the agency kind of, they abandoned her, according to Paz, so she still needs some convincing on that. And then the crazy thing is, Saxe got the nerve to tell her that if she don't authorize the autopsy, that if the case goes unsolved or if James doesn't pay for it, that it's going to be her fault. She's grieving her sister, and you got the nerve to tell her some bull like that. It's crazy. What else we got? This Keisha, man, yo, she is one dumb broad. Tommy gives her the gun that he used to kill Angela. He tells her to get rid of it. Out of everybody Tommy got, he got an organization full of niggas and connections to everywhere. He gives Keisha the gun. Of course, she dumb as hell. She in love. She takes the gun, and she's gonna get rid of the gun for him. Like, Keisha, she just one dumbass broad. Now, Ghost and Tommy, they meet up at Tommy's apartment. They get into it. They ready to kill each other right then and there. And now, now they kind of know that between them two, that they ready to kill each other, and it's not just gonna go away. So they going at it, choking each other, punching each other, and then in walks everybody's favorite, Tariq. Now Tariq, I'm pretty sure people gonna love him this season. Well, much more than prior seasons. He walked in, he caught them going at it. He kind of made them break it up. Tariq grabs the gun, but now Ghost tells Tariq, why the fuck you ain't in school? And Tariq, he just pokes his chest out at Ghost. He tells Ghost he's gonna do what the fuck he want, when he gonna do it. So now we see even more the maturation process and the independence of Tariq. He's thinking for himself now, because he's not taking shit from Ghost at all, and Ghost back down quick from him. So that's a real change from, even last season. He told Ghost, I'm gonna stay for as long as I want. Ghost had to call. I think Ghost had to call Tasha up to handle it, because there's nothing he could do about it. So Tariq he's done with Ghost in that sense, where he's not gonna take any shit from Ghost at all. What else we got here? Now we got Saxe. We got to see what Saxe trying to press Proctor. He told he tries to blame Proctor for telling Ghost that Angela was the leak, and the witness was the witness that was going to testify against him. And so he's putting Proctor as an accomplice. And Proctor switched it up on his ass and told him that he's the one who gave Proctor the information. So if Proctor is the leak, then so is Saxe. So now Saxe is in a different position. Again. Alright, so now Sax brings this information to the new nigga that's in charge, whatever that dude, whatever his name is. And now Sax, he's willing to put his career on the line for this whole situation. We go from him being like a selfish ass dude to now he's willing to put his whole career. He could be disbarred for be leaking that information to Proctor, but he's willing to put that on the line. A lot of it to protect Angela. Well, she dead, so to avenge her death, make sure that Ghost pays. Yeah, I guess Sax has good intentions, but he's wrong on it. He's just wrong as fuck because Ghost didn't kill Angela. I mean, Tommy killed her, but Sax is just wrong on it. But he has good intentions. So now we see Tasha. I think she goes to Silver's apartment building, and she's asking for information from the front desk on Silver. The front desk lets her know that everyone has been looking for Silver and they can't find him. Even his family has been looking for him. And then the front desk woman lets her know that the family knows that he's been mixed in with some dangerous people. So should she let the family know that Tasha was looking for her? So now in Tasha looking for Silver, she might be opening up herself and the family to a whole other dangerous situation because now they're going to be asking her questions. She's connected to Ghost. She's connected to the whole situation, so maybe she's connected to Silver's disappearance. So Tasha realizes this shit, and she gets the hell up out of there quick because she's not trying to get mixed up in that whole thing with Silver's family. Now, another interesting thing is that Tommy's money still gets cleaned through Ghost. So that makes the situation even more complicated. It's not so easy to just kill him. And then Jason is keeping an eye on their little rivalry, their little whatever, their revenge thing they got going on. So now Ghost calls Tasha over to come see him. Now, he lets Tasha know that Angela is dead. And he also wants Tasha's help to handle Tommy. And he uses that, I'm the father of your kids. What's gonna happen to the kids if Tommy kills me? So Ghost is still playing those mind games. And then he tells Tasha that Angela's dead. And then says something like, that must make you really happy or something. The woman I love is dead. How are you? You're asking her for help, and then you say some crazy shit like that. Ghost is out there. He has no moral compass right now. He's just so out of it. And I think, so Tasha asks him, did you kill Silver? He tells her no, knowing damn well you strangled that man in that parking lot. You strangled that man to death in that parking lot. And with a straight face, he told Tasha he did not do it. It's crazy how much Ghost he could lie, he could kill so easily and then just go about his day. And more it's been that his character is being peeled away more and more, because we saw it in I think it was it season 1 when he done killed everybody when he wanted to get out the game. So how capable he was of just killing people just right there, left and right. But now we're really seeing his character it's kind of his psychotic nature is slowly being peeled away. Let me see. We met Cash too. We finally met Cash, Keisha's son, and then we also met Keisha's booty too. Like the her ass was looking so outrageous in that scene. It was I don't know if it was the outfit or maybe some new treatment. I don't know what it was, but it was looking a little crazy in them black pants. So I think Keisha was hiding the gun in her purse just like randomly. You got your purse on the kitchen table with your son in the house with a murder weapon, and you just got it sitting on the kitchen table, and then you got the nerve to yell at Cash because he went through your purse. What the fuck is the purse doing on your kitchen table? It got the murder weapon in it that was used to kill Angela Valdez. It'll be interesting to see just how much how Cash evolves in the season. He seemed like he a little bad seed too. Like he might have a little Tariq in him, but we'll see. And why the hell is Ghost always rough and propped up? Every time we see him, he got propped up by the collar, just roughing him up, punching the wall behind him and all that. But so Ghost and Proctor meet up. Ghost lets Proctor know that Angela, she saved his life. She pushed him out of the way from the bullet. He was wrong and all that. Blah blah. Proctor Proctor let him know that it's best for them to go to the feds and talk to them instead of the feds coming to look for a Ghost. An interesting part in that scene is when Proctor said, asked Ghost, if he would. I think he asked him if he would turn Tommy in, and Ghost just his facial expression. He just gave like a crazy facial expression. He was like, "Nigga, I'm not turning him in. I'm fucking killing his ass." He said he's putting Tommy in a body bag. So Ghost is determined to kill his brother. That's the only way it's gonna end for Ghost, is for Tommy to be dead. So now, so Tommy goes to see Jason. He has his new squad, so he needs product for them. Jason tells him he's waiting for the check to clear. Boom, and then he's gonna give him the product. So Tommy goes to talk to his team, and then Pancho, he steps up to Tommy. Tommy, without hesitation, just put a bullet right in his head with no hesitation. And then see the other dude with the "niggas die every day" B line. That shit was funny. And now we see that sergeant agent lady, she's back. So once she's a part of it, her and Sax, they're gonna be on it, cause she don't play. Sax he wants St. Patrick, so they gonna be on it this season. And we see Tasha being, the great mother that she is. She went to go check on Tariq. She found out that Tariq had left Cho, so she came to put him back in line, sent him back to school, as a good mother should. So it was good to see Tasha being the great mother that she is. Y'all know she's a good mother. Let me see, what else we got? So Ghost went in for questioning. He was talking to Sax and the new dude and the other agents, and you could tell by his facial expressions when they kept trying to tell him that he killed Angie. Like he just had the face like, I would kill your ass right now if I could. Like, but again, Ghost, he knows how to lie. They kept telling him, "Why did you go see her? Do you know who killed her?" With a straight face, Ghost says, "No." He just kept saying, "I love her." What else we got here? So Tariq needs to meet up with Tommy to go handle a situation. That they arranged that in the prior scene when him and Ghost were fighting, and that's another layer to the whole situation. That Tariq and Tommy are growing even closer, with Tariq being a growing young man. Him and Tommy are becoming even closer. So he goes with Tommy to pour Kanan's ashes out to pay his respects to Kanan. Tommy being a fool that he is, he puts on that Bone Thugs on Crossroads, and then this nigga smokes Kanan's ashes. He put his hand in the bag, grabbed a fingers full of ashes, put that junk on his blunt and smoked it. Now it ain't too surprising because this nigga Tommy will smoke anything. He smoked. Take me back to the scene where him and his mom was doing cocaine. Oh shit. And Holly walked in, she was just horrified and shit. And Holly you got Holly crazy ass horrified. So Tariq, I don't think he's ever gonna get over having to kill Kanan to save the family. And Tommy was right about that. Tariq should have never been in that situation where he had to make that decision. He's a young kid. He should have never been in that position, but it is what it is. So the one thing that would stop Tommy from killing Ghost is the fact that it would hurt his nieces and nephews that he loves a lot. So he asks Tariq, how would you feel if something really bad happened to Ghost? And Tariq tells him, honestly, would he feel bad if something bad happens to Ghost? And Tariq says, honestly, he doesn't know. So that's kind of like the okay that Tommy needed to be like, all right, now I could kill him. Because Tariq don't give a damn. It's crazy how hurt Tommy was about Teresa, but Tommy is hurt and angry. So again, we see how close Tommy and the young man Tariq are. So this is going to get really complicated. So Tasha tells Tariq that Angela's dead. Tariq is happy at first, but then Tasha lets him know that Angela did a lot for them. She saved Tariq's life, and if she didn't put her neck out for Tariq, then she would probably still be alive. Now, I think, the writers are doing that to kind of make the Ghost revenge plot against Tommy to make it a noble thing and kind of to clean up whatever negativity that surrounded Angela's character. They're trying to clean that up and really make her death something tragic, but it really ain't. She had to go. So yeah, but it also shows that Tasha is really over the entire situation. She's over Ghost. She's not mad at Angela. She's just ready to move on. So that makes much more sense why she wouldn't be so heartbroken if Tommy killed Ghost. It's only for the children that she would be concerned of. So again, all of this makes the entire situation interesting. There's so many layers to the whole Ghost versus Tommy thing. Ghost trying to kill Tommy, Tommy trying to kill Ghost. There are so many different layers to it that make it interesting. Now we see Tasha is having dinner with her mother, and her mother lets her know that now that Angela's dead, Tasha's back in there. You know, her and Ghost could get back together, move back into the penthouse, and then have their little new happily ever after. Tasha's not really with that at all. Now we see Tasha's mother is more like, I would say, traditional in that as long as the man is taking care of you, you know, let him do his thing, let him get his little fun in on the side, let him have his mistress, his side piece. As long as he's paying the bills, taking care of you, you know, you don't have to, that ain't even your concern. But these women ain't about that. Not today. Not today. So it's an interesting contrast between the old generation and the new generation, between Tasha and her mother. But Tasha is determined to get revenge. She lets her mother know that she's not going to the police, but she's going to get Ghost back. Then we get to a scene where Tasha is blowing Terry's phone up like he's gonna pick up the phone. That nigga dead. He not picking up. Yo, she kept calling him and it kept going to voicemail. like he not picking up. He dead. Ghost choked that nigga out in the parking lot. Oh man, like how long Tasha knew Silver anyway? Like she fell in love quick as hell. I don't know, Tasha, that's my girl and all, but she taking this Silver thing a little too hard. Like you ain't know him that long to be going that crazy. To even be like considering, to even like for it to even be a remote possibility that you'll let Tommy kill Ghost. Just the Silver situation is just a little too much. A little too much. Like you be alright, Tasha. But he not picking up though, so don't call him no more. Don't call him again. He not gonna pick up. He dead. He's gonna go to voicemail again. Alright, so now Jamie goes to see Paz. Like, why the hell did he do that? I don't know. She never wanted anything to do with your ass at all. She never wanted anything to do with Jamie. She despised Jamie from the beginning. And he goes to her. He's trying to convince her that he had nothing to do with Angela's death, and that he wants to pay for the funeral. And she just flipped out on him. She said, I'd rather be buried next to my sister than to take a dime from your dusty ass. Like, she didn't say that exactly, but that's what she meant. And now just because he just went overboard, now they want a autopsy and all that. It's not, it may not come back to Ghost, but it's just gonna give them more evidence to be able to solve the murder, and eventually, if and just may get back to Ghost. So the simple fact that he just could not stay away just opened up another door for him to get caught up. He should have left that lady alone, because after that, she went to Saks and she signed the paperwork. She said you could get that autopsy popping off. And that's because Ghost just wouldn't leave the situation alone. And Ghost got his own problem. He still has the other witness, the real witness. And Proctor was telling him about that. You have bigger problems than, you're getting revenge from your side chick's death. You got bigger problems than that. But Ghost, the only thing on his mind right now is revenge. That's it. Tommy gonna die if Ghost has anything to do with it, and he's gonna die right now. So now we get to Keisha. Now she's getting rid of the murder weapon. She getting rid of the gun. She shows up to, I don't know, some water spot. She got a black scully on. She wearing all black. You could tell like she don't know what the hell she doing. She takes the gun out the bag with her bare hands. She touched that gun with her bare hands. Her fingerprints are on that gun. And then she tossed it into the water. Keisha is such a dumb ass. Dumb as hell. I guess they wrote her to be dumb as hell, but and Tommy never really even, he not really even that into you for you to be doing all this. She done put her fingerprints on the murder weapon. How dumb can you be? That just shows you that this ain't the place for you, man. This ain't the place for you at all. You need to go home to cash, go back to the beauty salon, do some hair, and then just stay away from that life, because it ain't for you. Because that's just the most basic shit that anybody would know. To never touch the murder weapon with your bare hands, and she got her fingerprints all over that gun. And Tommy dumb as hell for trusting her to do that shit. He must have known that shit. He must have known that she was gonna touch it with her hands or something. Like, that's the only. How could you trust her to get rid of the murder weapon? It's just. And then Tommy tells her he's gonna send her away because it might get crazy. And she says no. So now you're putting your son at risk for this dude that he ain't even really that into you. And he a loose cannon. Alright, so now Tommy goes back to see Jason. This is the big scene. This is the scene that's going to define the rest of the season. So he goes to see Jason. Jason knows that something is up. Something bigger is up between Tommy and Ghost, so he tests it out. So he goes in to hug Tommy. He takes Tommy's car keys. Boom. So Tommy is driving out of the warehouse, and then Ghost pops up. Ghost has, I don't know what kind of gun now. I don't know if it was an AK or whatever. I just know that he was shooting mad bullets off at the same time. Ghost pulls up in his hoodie. You know when Ghost got that hoodie on, at least one person gonna die. Somebody gonna die if Ghost got that hoodie on. And Ghost had the hoodie on. That's hoodie Ghost. So Ghost comes out. He sprays the hell out of that whole car. He had to put like 100 holes in Tommy's car. He wanted to make sure that Tommy was dead. He didn't come with no handgun and shooting like doot, 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 doot. He came out with that thing that brrr, like he sprayed that whole car. So now Ghost is thinking Tommy is dead. Now Tommy talks to Jason, and Jason basically lets him know that he knew the whole situation, and he wanted to see if Ghost was gonna actually try to, you know, kill him. And it's interesting because Tommy doesn't really believe that Ghost would have actually tried to kill him like that. And you could tell he was a little hurt by that. So I think now he knows for sure that it's death between them. Now he knows that it's real. I think maybe Tommy could have been convinced not to kill Ghost, but that whole attempted murder made it really real. That made it official to Tommy that his brother Ghost was gone. And it hit him at that moment, and it really hurt him. Because he tried to, he was telling Jason, he was like, no, maybe it was one of the, I think he said maybe it was one of the Soldanos, trying to get revenge. But no, Jason was like, no, it was Ghost. So Tommy was hurt by that. Now it's really on. And then Ghost is in the car, and you can see by Ghost's his facial expression that he was kind of hurt that he had to do that to him. So both of them experienced, I think that's really where the death of their brotherhood is. And the death of one of them is in his attempted murder of Tommy. That's where it really ends for them. Because I think Tommy tried to kill Ghost in the heat of the moment last season. But this one was like, Ghost was going for it. Because he wanted to make sure Tommy was dead. He sprayed that car up. So that really makes everything real. But now, even after Ghost was feeling, heartbroken that he killed his old brother, he went back to Angela's apartment, did his little sad whatever, blah, 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 cried in her apartment and all that, looking at old pictures, probably smelling, her sheets, smelling her underwear, whatever, and all that. But then, once he left the apartment, he just cleaned his eyes, wiped his nose, and then he put on that ghost face and then just kept it moving. So again, you could tell that even in his heartbreak and that he said goodbye to his brother and now he's saying goodbye to the love of his life, that he's able to just turn it back on in an instant and just go about his day and just be a completely different person. So now we're really seeing that Ghost is a psychotic dude. He's a crazy dude. He's a killer, but he knows how to mask it perfectly. Ghost is like a serial killer. He knows how to be a completely different person. But now, going forward in the season, that whole situation is going to be interesting because Tommy is tight with Tariq, but Ghost is Tariq's father. Even though Tariq and Ghost are not tight, that's his father. Tommy is tight with Tasha, but Ghost is the father of Tasha's kids. So that it's just, there's a lot of layers to it. And on Tommy's side, Tariq is Ghost's son. So if you kill his father, how do you expect him to react? So there are so many layers to it, but then Ghost went and then he wanted to obliterate Tommy. So now Tommy knows for sure that it's over. Ghost knows for sure that it's over because Tommy tried to kill him. So now it's 1-1 on the attempted murders. Tommy attempted to murder Ghost. Now Ghost attempted to murder Tommy. So now it's on. Now is the next attempt going to be the official one? That's what we have to wait to see. And how is Tasha's revenge going to play into everything? When she finds out for sure that Ghost, he wrung Terry's neck, how is that going to affect the whole situation? We see, I think Tariq is really going to be a likable character this season. Y'all going to like him much more. He was good in this episode, So yeah, it should be a really good season going forward. Last season, Power. It should be it should be dope. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I'm looking forward to just vibing with all of you. I love the comments and everything. If I miss something, I'm sure somebody's gonna let me know that I missed something. But yeah, again, thanks for watching this. I will be back next week for another review, episode 2. This one is Power, episode 1, titled Murderers. Anyway, catch y'all next week. Peace. Make sure y'all like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel and all that. Alright. Peace.